What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor, hit that sub button and hit that notification bell. Make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out. With this video, we are jumping into Flashpoint Beyond, issue number 2. If you have not been keeping up with this series, be sure to check out the link in my description, as well as the top of this video. It'll get you completely caught up on everything going on with Thomas Wayne as we jump back into the Flashpoint universe. After Thomas Wayne had joined Justice League Incarnate, he found himself battling Darkseid, being hit with Omega beams. We all believe that he had died. He finds himself transported back to his universe, back to his Earth where Bruce Wayne had died. In an attempt to rectify things, he found Barry Allen and he was going to make him the Flash. The only problem is, he was assassinated. Thomas Wayne, desperate to bring back his son's world, he will stop at absolutely nothing to ensure that his world does not exist. Be sure to buy the comics, support the industry, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, we are picking up with Batman trying to figure out who this Clockwork Killer is. Barry Allen was only the first target, and through his investigation, he has found that there have been a multitude of murders, killing individuals that will have the power to affect time, from Captain Atom to Dr. Time. Someone is actively preventing this world from being erased, from anybody changing what is. For Thomas Wayne, nothing matters. There are no limits. He knows that this world should not exist. He knows that Bruce Wayne is out there, and he will stop at nothing to ensure that Flashpoint is gone. The only thing he hasn't figured out is motive. Why would somebody want this place to exist, not being visited by any time travelers? No Legionnaires, no Hourman, no Booster Gold. There has been no savior from tomorrow coming, and so he knows that he is alone in saving the world, Bruce Wayne's world. And so if trying to figure all of this out isn't enough, Thomas Wayne's casino was detonated. Someone planted a bomb and blew the whole place to smithereens. This was the main source of his money so that he could be Batman. It's possible that whoever this Clockwork Killer is, they know that he is Thomas Wayne and he also is Batman. He also has Cobblepot teaching the Dent kid, Dexter, really all there is to know about being Batman. Not directly, but they're teaching him about explosives, how to fight, so on and so forth. Teaching him guns, all of these things. Maybe it's just preparing him for the world, for what Gotham is. Or maybe this is preparation for Thomas Wayne's Robin. Because if nothing in this world matters, Thomas Wayne could very easily not care about this kid's life and just use him as a weapon, essentially turning him into the most lethal version of Nightwing. A Damian Wayne that is more angry but wielding pistols. As he makes his way to the site of the casino, everything is in shambles. And as it stands, there's really not any information. They don't know who did this. They don't know what kind of explosive were used. As they get to the bottom of all of this, someone asked Thomas Wayne a question. Psycho Pirate is currently in Arkham. This Psycho Pirate, though, he has been rambling on and on and on about a dark crisis and Bruce Wayne being Batman. This Psycho Pirate, we can only assume, is from Earth Zero, though it is possible for him to be from a multitude of universes. Throughout the last year or two, we have seen Psycho Pirate used in a variety of ways. He was a puppet for Darkseid. After that, we saw him being used in Arkham Tower. And now we have him transported to Flashpoint. This is the lead that Thomas Wayne has been waiting for. He has a little bit of knowledge on Psycho Pirate because of Bruce, knowing that he has the unique ability of remembering everything. His memories never change despite all of reality changing around him. He is an individual that has watched the world be rewritten time and time again, but it appears that Psycho Pirate's mind has finally snapped. thinking that maybe he doesn't even remember what reality he is actually in anymore. The thing that he doesn't know is how Psycho Pirate got in here. From all of his files, it says that he was pretty drugged up and left on the footsteps of Arkham. Someone dropped him off here and drugged him up to ensure that he wouldn't say anything to anybody. They also left him here because they knew that Thomas Wayne would follow this trail, or so he believes. That is until he walks into the cell of Psycho Pirate, only to see that he has hung himself, or at least that is what it appears to be. Thomas Wayne recognizing that this is staged. Someone made it look like a suicide. Luckily for Thomas Wayne, Psycho Pirate, he made the message all over his walls. Much of it is cryptic. Much of it Thomas Wayne doesn't really understand. He does mention Judy Garrett. Not only that, but all names of all Flashes, from Wally West to Barry Allen, even mentioning Pariah being like all the others. Psycho Pirate not even sure if he is the real Psycho Pirate. Leaving this place, he is leaving with more questions than answers. As he is leaving though, he runs into Mrs. Dent. And after listening to the ramblings of Psycho Pirate over the last 3 days, she has finally pieced together that Batman is Dr. Thomas Wayne. More than anything, she wants to know how her son is, asking if Dexter is okay. The truth is, he watched a harpoon go through the chest of his father. By no means is this kid okay. As she changed the subject, this is where she tries to get underneath the skin of Thomas, bringing up Bruce Wayne, asking if he was buried. Really, she's just trying to get some kind of information about Dexter, trying to make him feel guilty, trying to relate to him as a parent. But then she goes for the real deep cut, talking about Martha, how her transformation to the Joker, it was years in the making. From the neglect to sleeping around, everything Thomas Wayne had done wrong in their marriage, trying to make him feel like he is responsible for her finally snapping. As Thomas just loses it, he punches right through that security glass and he bloodies her face. Seeing how truly crazy she is, she slams her face against that door time and time and time again until her face is covered red. He tells her that none of this matters. As she is screaming it matters to her, we see Batman leave Arkham. As he makes his way through the city, he keeps telling himself that this isn't real, that none of this matters. Even if nobody else can see it, he knows that it is all wrong, that he will erase this place at all costs. But deep down, it does feel real. As he comes down in an alleyway with some individuals trying to rob a woman, we see Thomas Wayne just let loose, breaking bones left and right. He has to admit to himself that this feels good. No restraint, no remorse, no feelings at all whatsoever. Having no consequences in the slightest. He takes a gun from one of these guys and he goes to put a bullet into his head, telling them that none of this matters. This is when he gets hit hard, being thrown in the opposite direction. We have the arrival of Superman Subject 1, coming to tell him that he is wrong, that everything matters. Taking us over to Bruce Wayne. He has been working to get his father back. That's what's funny about this whole story. Thomas Wayne is trying to bring Bruce back. He's trying to save his son, while Bruce is simultaneously trying to save his father. But Bruce Wayne is being warned that he has been making a lot of mistakes. Stealing the snow globe, taking Janie Slater's watch. All of these things have been noticed, and while the watch wasn't the hugest of importance, this snow globe is. If Dr. Hunter and the other Time Masters don't get here in time, the owner of that snow globe is going to be here, and they are going to make Bruce Wayne regret ever touching that globe. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Like I have been saying, you guys know I love me some Flashpoint. Flashpoint Beyond has been a lot of fun. Thomas Wayne, famous for being one of the most violent Batman Batmans out there. We are seeing him take it to a whole nother level, knowing everything that he knows. He is desperate, he is frantic to ensure that Bruce Wayne lives. There's still so much that he doesn't understand though. He honestly doesn't even know if they are existing at the same time. All he knows is that when his world exists, Bruce Wayne doesn't. And so going off of this information, he is doing whatever he can, believing that there is nobody out there to stop him. He is sorely mistaken when he gets hit by Superman Subject 1. And I was very curious if they were going to use this character at all in Flashpoint Beyond. I am very excited to see that they have. I'm really excited to see how this is all going to play out, how they're going to utilize Subject 1 throughout this story. I'm also very curious to see if this is going to tie into Dark Crisis, because this very well could be the great darkness at work, trying to keep this world alive, this world full of hate, full of despair, of suffering and sorrow, a world that we could see the great darkness siphoning off energy from. There's possibility for this to interconnect. We can only assume that it's going to because Thomas Wayne, he played a huge part in Justice League Incarnate. It was only after his demise did they call in the Justice League of Earth Zero. And with Pariah doing everything that he is up to, we have to assume that there's gotta be something that's gonna connect these stories. I did not expect for Psycho Pirate to be dead. That's a little bit unfortunate. I was really hoping that they were gonna bring him up. They've been utilizing him in a great way lately, and I was really hoping that he would get a good opportunity to truly shine. But it appears that they are taking him off this chessboard right off the bat. There's a possibility that this is not the true Psycho Pirate, even questioning if he was the real Psycho Pirate inside of his cell. But Thomas Wayne finds himself not one step closer to who this Clockwork Killer is. Let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by hitting the super thanks button. This button will let you donate directly to the channel, and every little bit helps us out. Now, if you can't do that, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out, and until the next breakdown.